Welcome everybody. Today's video I'm going to share with you why people are moving to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to give you some of the best reasons why they're actually making that move to the Nashville area, and I'm getting after it right now. Welcome back everybody. I'm Greg Spackman. I'm with the Living in Nashville, Tennessee channel. If you're looking to learn everything about what it's like to live here, eat here, sleep here, even play here in the Nashville area, then click the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I do new videos. I've been getting a ton of people that are just like you that are reaching out to me, calling me, texting me, emailing me. I absolutely love it. So if that's you and you're thinking about making that move to the Nashville area, please reach out to us. Now on to the best things about living in Nashville, Tennessee. The number one best thing about living here in the Nashville, Tennessee area is the music scene. So the music scene here in Nashville is awesome. I don't think anywhere in the nation the music scene is better, especially if you love country music. But we have places like the Ryman Auditorium, the Grand Ole Opry. Grand Ole Opry I went to a few months back and got to see Trace Adkins play and Carrie Underwood. Super amazing. And I'm not even a big country music fan, but it was awesome to go there. In between periods at the Nashville Predators game, they play country music or different types of bands, not always just country. Then you have the Broadway area or Music Row where they have tons of different bands and bars and everything. So you can get a ton of different music, whatever your kind of flavor is, you're going to be able to find there. We have the Country Music Hall of Fame is in Nashville. Just a ton of different things about the music scene is really, really good here. If you are a musician, then you'll be able to potentially get gigs at some bars. There's a billion churches around Nashville, so you can get hooked up with one of those because they all have people in the band. They all have, bassists and guitarists and just a drummer, and plenty of different instruments are played at churches. So that's another cool thing if you're into the music scene, but that's number one, the music scene here in Nashville. The number two reason that we're seeing people make that move here to Nashville is all the great food that we have. So if you have never had Nashville hot chicken, you got to try it. The two best places I highly recommend that people try first before they venture out to find what potentially their own or their favorite is Hattie B's. And there are a number of locations. They all seem to taste about the same since I've tried a few of them. Princess Chicken, I've never tried it, but I've heard it's a close second to Hattie B's. So those are my two favorite ones that I would recommend just based on everything that they've said. There's surprisingly here in the Nashville area some really good Mexican food. So my favorite place is a place called Acapulco, and then a close second is Cali Burrito. And Cali Burrito is the same thing as a place called Oscar's Tacos that you're going to find. And it's, kind of like casual fast food type takeout food. But they do like a Taco Tuesday thing that's amazing. Super, super good food. Salsa is actually pretty good there. Most places don't have great salsa here. So if you're a big salsa fan, we found the best place was at Blue Coast Burrito. Had the best salsa out of everywhere. So you got to try that. That's in Franklin. There's a ton of burger places that are really good in the Nashville area. You got to try the Pharmacy, Burger Republic are probably the two best burger places. But if you have a burger place, you could definitely let me know. If you're into barbecue, we have really good barbecue in Middle Tennessee. The best places tend to be Martin's Barbecue and Edley's Barbecue. And the Edley's Barbecue for me in East Nashville tasted a little bit better than the one that's in 12 South, but both are very, very good, and they've opened up another location or two elsewhere as well. You used to be able to get really good fish and chips at Cool Springs Brewery, but that's since closed, so that's out. Chinese food, my favorite place is a place called Bamboo House, and that's in Franklin. You got to get the Kung Pao chicken with the fried rice. It's amazing, super, super good. You got to try that. They also do teppanyaki style there, so you can get that as well. And that's a little tiny, small little restaurant. So most people get it takeout or they'll order it Uber Eats or DoorDash or something. But that place is fabulous as well. Pizza, Mellow Mushroom would be one of my favorite choices for pizza in the Nashville area. And that's in downtown Franklin. So you got some good food options in Middle Tennessee. Steak, if you're a steak fan, you got to try Stony River. Their coffee cured filet is awesome, or just their normal filet is really, really good. They used to do a legendary filet, and then COVID hit, and then they took that off the menu, which isn't great because it was like 16 ounces before, and it was really, really good. It would just cut like butter. So lots of good food choices here in the Nashville area. The number 3 best thing about living here in the Nashville area is great colleges. So if you're going to be going to college, you got kids that are going to be going to college, or you just want to live where there's good colleges, then we have a ton of them in the Middle Tennessee area. We have Belmont, we have Lipscomb, we have Tennessee State, we have Vanderbilt, we have Chattanooga, MTSU, Columbia State for community college is really, really good. Just a number of good colleges here in the Middle Tennessee. And then we got a few other ones that are around Tennessee. And if you happen to be an Alabama fan, then University of Alabama is maybe about a 2.5 hour drive away. So you could definitely either attend there or have your kids attend there, and they'd still be close to home. So you just got a lot of good options for colleges in Nashville. The number 4 best thing about living in the Nashville area, this is one of the things that made us make the move to Nashville when we did, is all the sports that are there. And while I'm a huge ice hockey fan, if you get to know me more, you'll learn that ice hockey is my passion. I love playing ice hockey, love watching it, love talking about it, all of that. And they have the Nashville Predators. So when we were looking to make that move, we needed to move somewhere where it was a team that I didn't hate. So that meant like Detroit was out, and a few others, Chicago was out. A few other cities were out just because I was an Anaheim Ducks fan. So, the different teams that you meet in the playoffs just aren't your favorite. So Nashville was a team at the time that I didn't hate. Now I've grown to kind of have a love-hate relationship with the Predators. But you got the Predators, then you also have the Tennessee Titans. So if you're an NFL football fan, they are looking to build this brand new state-of-the-art stadium. And once that's built, that'll be super, super cool. A lot of people, there's some controversy over them building that stadium. They'd really like them to put money maybe into roads or some sort of public transportation rather than a new stadium, but I get it. We also have an MLS soccer team called the Nashville Soccer Club. So that team is relatively new. So if you're a soccer fan, stadium is awesome. You got to go see a game. If you're a baseball fan, we have the Nashville Sounds AAA baseball team for the Milwaukee Brewers. I will say MLB baseball is not super, super big in the Nashville area. And I think some of it is just because we don't have an MLB team. There were talks about making an MLB team move to the Nashville area. So we'll see if that happens. And I believe when they built the Nashville Sound Stadium, they built it to where it could be upgraded to a, regular MLB stadium. So we'll see. When I made the move to Nashville, I stayed an Anaheim Angels fan. I've been that way since I was born, growing up and all of that. But most people seem to be either a Cardinals fan or a Braves fan that live in Middle Tennessee. College football, I'm going to say, is our biggest sport in Middle Tennessee. It is huge. You are typically one of 3 fans that if you live in Middle Tennessee, you're either going to be an Alabama fan, an Auburn fan, or a Tennessee fan. So one of those 3 teams, typically Alabama has a good team every year, but the game when Alabama will play Auburn is a huge game. And then a lot of people are Tennessee fans, so you're going to see a lot of orange around. Just know you're going to see their, Alabama signs in front of front yards and stuff like that. And typically for baseball in college, you got Vanderbilt, and they usually have a pretty good team every year. I think they've made like the World Series or whatever for college baseball a number of times, so that's cool as well. The number 5 best thing about living in the Nashville area, and that's our quality healthcare. We have a number of healthcare facilities, but Vanderbilt is one of the top hospitals in the country. We have Williamson County Medical Center, which is really, really good. Just know that if you do have things with medical or you want good doctors, Middle Tennessee is really, really well known for having good medical, and a number of other places you can go for great healthcare. We would go a lot of the time to the Instacare facilities, and they seem to have pretty good healthcare at those as well. The number 6 best thing about living here in the Nashville area is the nightlife. So if you are a big nightlife fan, like to go to bars, like to go to clubs, all of that, Music Row puts almost anywhere else I've been in the nation to shame. Like, it's really, really cool, the downtown Broadway scene. And that's, I think, just for me, the fact that if I don't want to hear country music, then you can go hear rock and roll, or we can go hear jazz or whatever type of music you want to hear, there are places for it that you can go along Music Row. And then it's kind of cool just to be able to go up there and hang out. Just know that there's a lot of tourists that go, and you're going to have to deal with that, but it's super fun. It's also one of the biggest areas in the country for bachelorette parties. So on Friday and Saturday nights, most of the times of the year, usually when it starts to get warmer through, around the April, May mark, all the way through the fall, there'll be a lot more of the parties than you would see like now during the winter time. But it is really, really cool that you get to have a Music Row and like a bar scene and everything. Just make sure that you don't drink and drive. The number 7 best thing about living here in the Nashville area is our good job market. So we have a low unemployment rate. We have lots of different companies that are in the Nashville area, like Amazon has a number of distribution centers, as well as they're building something in the downtown area. You have Carl's Jr. and Hardee's moved their headquarters to the area. You have In-N-Out Burger moving their eastern headquarters to Franklin, Tennessee. So that's going to open, and then they're going to open a number of, In-N-Out Burgers around the whole East Coast side. Just a ton of different companies that are in the Nashville area. Franklin has a ton of corporations that have moved there, and they're very, very tax friendly for them. So lots of companies want to make that move to the Middle Tennessee area, and especially with just the quality of life that you get living in the Nashville area, that makes it really, really good for jobs. The number 8 reason that you're going to love living in the Nashville area is the friendly people. So I've met some of the nicest people anywhere across the world in the Nashville area. You have the Southern charm, just Southern hospitality. People are generally friendly. So when you make that move here, just make sure that you carry that on and keep that going. The only thing that I will say is typically when someone tells you bless your heart, it's not a good thing. It's normally pretty condescending, and they're meaning, oh, you dumb shit or whatever. So just know that friendly people it's pretty common here in the South. So you're going to find some of the nicest people that you've met anywhere. The number 9 best reason about making that move here to the Nashville area is new construction homes. So you're going to find lots and lots of new construction, whether you want to be northeast or southeast or southwest or any direction. Basically, if you just drew a 30-mile circle around Nashville, almost every city is going to have new construction homes that are all around it. So it really just depends on where you're thinking about making that move, where you're going to be working, what fun things that you like to do. That'll help us when you reach out to me about me helping you find that perfect area to call home. I've shown property, driven people, helped people buy all over Middle Tennessee, even almost to Memphis, Tennessee. I've helped people to move out that way. So it really just depends on where you're wanting to live and what you want to get with your money, how much your budget is, all of that. But new construction homes, it's awesome that you're going to be able to find. And they have a number of different floor plans. I feel a lot of the floor plans that they're building in the Middle Tennessee area are really, really nice, like a big open floor plan on the main level, and either the primary bedroom downstairs, with the main level, or all the bedrooms upstairs. Really just depends. Some of the places will build 3 or 4 bedrooms on the main level and then like a bonus room upstairs. Basements are not that common here in Middle Tennessee, and that's just due to the ground. So know that if you're looking for a basement, it's not easy to find. It's not impossible. You'll probably pay quite a bit more to have a home with a basement since it's not very common. So those 9 reasons are a big reason why people are making that move to the Nashville area. And if you're thinking about making that move, please reach out to me. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to talk to you about making that move here to the Nashville area. So until next time, I'm out.